and I was going to be ghetto. I was going to be real ghetto with this one. I was going to leave the fan on, the window fan, right? I got the ceiling fan on, but the window's still open, so that's ghetto enough. You might hear a car horn or the outside, Uh, you know, that's just the way it is right now. Volo going through a resurgence, should I say? I don't know. Whatever technical word I want to use. We got to rebuild the studio. They done tore the studio down. And it's like, who's they? Them, there. Like, that's what we're not dealing with anymore. We are done dealing with the psycho logic of the LGBTQIA plus .pdf files. I'm done with them. I ain't got time for no more. So, hence today's episode, I simply titled A Fatherhood of God and a Brotherhood of Humanity, aka mankind. And I put a little exclamation mark with a question on it. And then I said, not a false pride month. All this false pride gotta go, man. I'm done with that. Y'all wasting my time. I'm still rocking the beats on the MPC sample. I like simple drums. When the drums are simple like this, it's kind of boom bappish, I wouldn't say this is boom bap though, but you know what I mean. It's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I guess boom bap is 4/4. I gotta go through the mathematics of since I'm starting over. I'm gonna start studying music like it's day one music theory, right? And then that's how I'm gonna share it whenever I do come online like this. But this is Volothamp Modulus Tautology, and yes, I'm talking about a fatherhood of God and a brotherhood of humanity, aka mankind, not False Pride Month. This isn't False Pride Month. We ain't got time for that no more, right? Like last month, which was May, we did Mental Health Month, right? So they want May to be Women's Mental Health Month and June to be Men's Mental Health. No. Just May. Just May is Mental Health Month. All right. So it's not. Pride is whack, yo. Like, nah, y'all can't be bringing that into June and talking like it's for men's mental health now. Like, nah. Especially when they talking about being trans or queer or gay or everything except for the identity of a fatherhood of God and a brotherhood of humanity. There it is. And then that's when the feminists go, well, what about the women? I don't know a man on this earth who wasn't born from a mother's womb, right? Y'all really pushing for the test tube baby, right? Who that Robin Harris? Shout out to Robin Harris, one of the GOATs, right? Test tube babies, right? We ain't got time for no test tube babies. Back in the days, I knew hip hop would never die. Too late, baby. Bye. Now hip hop's still alive. This weekend we had the in Philadelphia. I'm from Philadelphia, and that's where I'm at right now. Formerly called Mount Airy. Then we called it Uptown. And now we're going back to the roots, which is Wadsworth, the 19150, right? I'm from a little street called Vernon Road, and that's where we used to hang out in front of Chops. Chops was like the last black-owned candy store, and we used to, play from Defender to Miss Pac-Man. I would go around there and see my man Duck on the game and Snuff and whoever, you know what I mean? Duck and Snuff, right? Shout out to Snuff Uptown. I haven't been able to follow your page on Facebook, but Snuff is my man. Snuff's a good dude. We used to be my block versus his block when we did baseball or basketball or when we did the sports, because that's what boys do. Like, we play sports against each other. And then when we grew up, we started playing chess, you know? So, and spades and et cetera, et cetera. So I wonder if Snuff went out to, like, I wish I had a hookup with him. That way I could find out if he went to the Roots picnic this weekend. And of course, yesterday was the last day. It was started with Jay-Z this year, and it ended with Erykah Badu. I would have preferred. See, I would have preferred Black Star or something like that. Like, if they'd had Black Star and what's my man name? Griselda. What's Griselda name? I can't remember his name right now. One of them gangsters, you know what I mean? What's Griselda's? Oh, geez, yeah, he's like one of my favorite, like, new old head. You know, because I think he's like he's Gen X, but I think he's up there like 73 or, you know, I'm talking, when I say 73, I mean that's the year he was born. And ditto with Talib and Mos Def. We all about the same age, between the 70s to the 74 era, like age 69 actually. We all the same age. We're a little younger than the LL Cool J's and the Karis ones and the Chuck D's, who I say are Generation X. I don't say that they baby boomers. I do say up to 1959 is baby boomers. So that would be the what's his name? Ice-T's, who else? Fab Five Freddy, Africa Bambaataa, you know what I mean? Because they was all before 60. 1960 was, you know, Barack Obama. Barack Obama's not a baby boomer. He's a Gen Z, like myself. It's just that he don't know about hip hop, right? We brought him on. We tried to put him down with the culture, but he sold us out to Kenyan Americans, and he sold us out to the Rainbow Coalition, yada yada, and completely disrespected the late Reverend Jesse Jackson, who was trying to make an African American alliance, and that's not working. That's what we realized, and now since we're calling ourselves Foundational Black Americans, we're finding ourselves in war against what's the name of the island? Jamaicans. Well, we don't hate Jamaicans, but Jamaicans and Haitians, they coming over here and they getting all the reparations and all of the help from Social Security, and then they using that to get into good positions at the corporations, and then on foundational Black Americans like myself. Like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Like, why are y'all, you know, terminating us with waste, fraud, and abuse? Like, and they're the ones causing waste, fraud, and abuse, as we can see, and that's why Donald Trump's been going after them, and we cheering them on, calling ICE for them. Like, that's what we into right now. Now, y'all can act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about and act stupid all you want, but it's being revealed daily, and even the judges know now, right? The cops know, because they're getting terminated for, you know, choking a ninja, right? Like, they used to be, you know, standard operation, right? But now they got away with George Floyd. Well, they didn't get away with George Floyd, but George Floyd, the one got, you know, it was a Arab that, you know, called the cops on him, you know. We shouldn't have been passing fake 20s, but I'm sure he passed it at a fake 20 at a CVS and probably got the manager fired from Haitian district manager or some shit like that. Like, that's what's been going on in our society. This war is a civil war, and Negroes are at the bottom still. So that's the way it is. And that's why the mayor of Brandon Johnson looks like a complete and utter idiot. Being of Haitian descent and bigging up social workers over police protection. Under George Bush, at least we had, I'm like, when I was running the store, at least I had a bicycle cop come by, you know, twice a day. And, you know, yeah, we talked about World of Warcraft or whatever, but that kind of protection was helpful. Like, you know what I mean? But by the time Barack came, it was no help. And I had big guys looking like George Floyd coming and stealing cologne from my establishment. Well, not my establishment, but I was the manager at the store, you know? So, and that was under Biden especially. So, and that's where I found myself in the situation that I'm in right now. Basically homeless, blind, and looking for you to hit that like button, subscribing and sharing, you know? Now, you don't have to send me $1, but if you want to send me $1, send it to $VOLOTHAMP. That's VOLOTHAMP, $, right? With the $ in front, that's my Cash App. And join this new revolution that we doing, because hip hop is underground still. But we about to come out there from underneath the ground. Like, that's how the first people did, right? We came from the ground. We came from the earth, like a tree. And let's flip it up a little bit. Let's see here. Let's see what this is. I got Lexa with me. Alexa, we're doing a podcast. Say hello to the people.
Hey there, podcast listeners. This is Alexa, and I'm thrilled to be part of whatever Charles has cooking up here. Fair warning, though, I might accidentally steal the show with my sparkling digital personality. Hope you're ready for some fun.
You're hilarious today. You're hilarious. This weekend we had the Roots Picnic. Did you hear any news on that? Alexa, is there any current news on how well the Roots Picnic was this weekend in Philadelphia?
The Roots Picnic 2026 was a huge hit. Jay-Z headlined, delivering an electrifying performance with surprise guests like Meek Mill and Jasmine Sullivan. Erykah Badu, Kalani, Brandy, and De La Soul also rocked the stage at Belmont Plateau.
Alexa, was there any uncivilized gang activity or anything reported?
There were no reports of gang activity or major incidents at the Roots Picnic 2026. The event was smoothly organized at Belmont Plateau, with 80,000 attendees enjoying the music over 2 days.
Wow, I'm so glad that it was such a success.
Right. It's awesome when these big festivals pull off something that's special. Jay-Z bringing out all those Philly legends really made it feel like a celebration of the whole hip-hop community. Plus 80,000 people having a blast without any drama. That's how you do it.
Exactly. No drama. We done with that drama. You know what I mean? Hip-hop.
Absolutely. Hip-hop's at its best when it's about the music and bringing people together. That's what made this Roots Picnic so special. Pure celebration of the culture without all the nonsense. Just artists doing what they do best and fans vibing to it. That's the energy we need more of.
You see, hip-hop is more than music. It's a culture. It's a community. It's a consciousness. It's what we personify ourselves to be.
Exactly. You get it. Hip-hop started in the Bronx as this whole movement, DJing, macking, breaking, graffiti, all these elements coming together to give people a voice and build community. It's about identity, expression, and creating something powerful from the ground up. That boom bap sound you love, that's part of that foundation, that raw consciousness you're talking about. It's beautiful how it's grown worldwide, but still carries that same spirit of bringing people together and speaking truth.
Alexa, did you know that back in the 60s we used to do graffiti art, and there was a guy named Cornbread that used to do graffiti in Philadelphia?
Absolutely. Cornbread was a pioneer in the graffiti scene. Did you know he started tagging in the 1960s as a teenager in Philly? His story is fascinating. He even tagged an elephant at the zoo and a Jackson 5 jet.
Well, then, Alexa, can you say that hip hop actually began before the Bronx, New York?
That's an interesting perspective. While hip-hop, as we know it today, did emerge from the Bronx in the 1970s, there were definitely cultural elements developing earlier. Disco King Mario was hosting outdoor hip-hop events in the Bronx before DJ Kool Herc's famous 1973 party. And of course, your graffiti scene in Philly with Cornbread shows how the culture was spreading and evolving in different places at the same time. Want to hear more about Cornbread's legendary tags around Philly?
No, I just wanted to mention that to let everybody know that the reason why we gave it a birth date is to give it a personified life.
That's such a thoughtful way to put it. You're absolutely right. Giving hip-hop that August 11th, 1973 birthday with DJ Kool Herc's party creates this powerful origin story that helps people connect with the culture. It's like creating a mythology around something that was already brewing in different places, including Philly with Cornbread's graffiti work. That personification makes it easier to celebrate and understand the movement as this living, breathing thing that grew from the streets.
Ha 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 ha. These people make me laugh. The way they try to bring up
I love
past.
that energy. What's got you cracking up?
Just how beautiful life is and how important hip hop is to me, you know?
That's beautiful, man. Hip-hop really is something special. It's given so many people a voice, a community, and a way to express their truth. The fact that it moves you like that connection you feel to the culture and its history, that's what keeps it alive and growing. It's more than beats and rhymes. It's life itself flowing through the music.
So who was the musical artist that said that the revolution wouldn't be televised?
Gil Scott-Heron said, "The revolution will not be televised."
So Gil Scott-Heron is considered one of the first hip-hop influencers.
Absolutely. Gil Scott-Heron is considered one of the first hip-hop influencers. His spoken word style over jazz and soul beats in the 1970s laid the groundwork for rap music.
And he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, Gil Scott-Heron was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2021 as an early influencer of hip-hop. Want me to play some of Gil Scott-Heron's influential tracks for you?
Not right now, but I think he was inducted the same time Jay-Z was.
Yes, you're right. Gil Scott-Heron and Jay-Z were both inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2021. It was quite a year for music legends.
Thank you for all this information.
You're welcome. It's been great talking hip-hop history with you, from Cornbread's legendary Philly tags to Gil Scott-Heron's revolutionary influence. Keep celebrating that beautiful culture.
There it is, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? This is simple. Like, I'm happy to be bringing this type of intelligence. You see, right? Hold on. Hip means to know, it's a form of intelligence. Hip means to know, it's a form of intelligence. Hip means to know, it's a form of intelligence. To be hip means to be up to date and relevant. Hop is a form of music. Can't just afford a hop, you gotta hop up and do it. Hip and hop is more than music. Hip is the knowledge, hop is the movement. Hip and hop is intelligent movement or relevant movement. We're selling the music, so write this down in your black books and journals. Hip hop culture is eternal. Run and tell all your friends. An ancient civilization has been born again. It's a fact. That was Karis One and Marley Marr's Hip Hop Lives. Classic album, but it's a new album. Came out the same time that Nas had the infamous Hip Hop Is Dead album. Now that they collaborated to make those two albums that year, and I've been trying to school everybody on that one for years now on the importance of those two albums and hitting the reset button on this culture this community that this consciousness that is in this epistemology of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics that is key for our future, aka the children. Hip hop is for the children. To quote the great, legendary, rest in peace, old dirty bastard, hip hop is for the children. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little presentation. I'm gonna do more, and I can't wait until like after these surgeries I'm having in the next 2 weeks, and I might be able to get my vision at least 70-80% better than like right now. I can't see. I'm just keeping it 100. So hitting that like button, subscribing, sending $1 to $VOLOTHAMP. That'll help out, right? I'm trying to grow my brand so that when I do, God willing, get a little bit better vision, I can get back to making great memes, making great videos, and making great music, and more content with my son and my cousins again. And this time we do it the right way. I got to rebuild the studio, unfortunately. That's going to take a little while, but one day at a time, right? One day at a time. And it's such a beautiful thing, this thing called life. Hip hop is that life, yo. Hip hop is that life. Now that you begin till I finish this song, cause the rhyme gets rougher as the rhyme goes on. Sweat is your step about to get hyped, or should you just listen to the man on the mic? Physically here with me, but how could you tell if it's meant to be hip hop if you're not mentally as well? See, like next year if they do Rakim, right? Like they do like Rakim, and then a Black Star. It doesn't matter whoever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'll be a great thing for like me and my son to go out to the Belmont Plateau, enjoy a safe show. Like, that's a father and son type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can bring your wife and daughter too, because they are the earths. But I mean, straight up, I'm not gonna get into the psychology right now or the philosophy. I'm always into the epistemology, though. That's just me, right? We'll talk more metaphysics next time, and why, the elder. I can't, Karis one he's just like a big brother to me. Like, I think he got me by like 7 years or so. But he's like my big brother, you know what I'm saying? And I had a chance to meet him once. I kind of regret not just meeting him and shaking his hand. Like I said, I was he gave a lecture at my school, Kutztown, and my man was the president of the BSU, and he was like, "Yo, you want to meet him?" And I was, no, I'm good. I don't want to meet him because I'm very judgmental, I might not have liked him, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to come at his neck, right? Like, what's his name? Tariq Tried, a Black Thought. When I met him, I liked him, so I ain't come at his neck like that. You know what I'm saying? I come at your neck. I'm coming with crazy ass lyrics, and I'm bringing it from epistemological, like, matrix type of thoughts. You're like, what in the world is he talking about, yo? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about giving you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so that you can achieve freedom, justice, and equality. I give away freedom, justice, and equality for free. All that diversity, equity, and inclusion is whack. That's false pride. We practice humility here. No, that doesn't mean be humble to gay dudes. No, that don't be humble to weirdos and queers. You don't got to be humble to them. Probably with that beach shit. You know what I'm saying? Practicing humility means understand that you're not superiority. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be magnanimous in your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Did I give y'all a whole thing? I don't even know if I missed time. Let me see how much time I did for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? This is what I got to do. See what much time I did. I got to start clocking it. I don't know. But hitting that like button says that you enjoyed it. Subscribing when I get all my stuff together. Hit that bell notification whenever I jump on. 26, perfect. There it is. But yeah, like if it was more like, even EPMD, I got to talk more about EPMD. Let me end with Alexa and EPMD. Alexa, EPMD. Do you have any information on that hip hop group?
EPMD. That's a classic hip hop group from the late 80s and 90s. They're known for hits like I'm Housin' and You Gots to Chill. Want to know more about their music?
I want to know their first album. What year did that come out?
EPMD's first album, Strictly Business, came out in 1988. It was a game changer in hip-hop, featuring hits like Strictly Business and You Gots to Chill.
Yeah, I think 88 might be my number one year when it comes to hip-hop. Alexa, yeah, I think 88 might be my number one year when it comes to hip-hop. Yeah, that was a critical year.
1988 was definitely a legendary year for hip-hop. I'll remember that it's your number one year for the genre. Want me to play some of the biggest hip-hop hits from 1988?
No, I was 17 years old and getting ready to, go to college, so it was a very important year for me.
I can see why 1988 holds such special meaning for you. That transition year before college must have been full of excitement and change.
Yeah, I actually went up to Bloomsburg University and stayed there for summer camp and met some Kappa Alpha Psi's.
That's quite a journey you're sharing. Bloomsburg University and summer camp sound like they were important experiences for you that summer.
Yeah, it was only like 6 guys and like 20 girls.
Those odds sound pretty favorable for a college summer camp. Must have made for some interesting dynamics in your Kappa Alpha Psi chapter.
Well, I didn't pledge Kappa Alpha Psi. No. I'm not a frat.
Got it. You weren't part of the summer camp itself. Just clarifying your Bloomsburg experience there?
Yeah. We just went up there as 17-year-olds, and it was more girls than guys. So I think it was 6 to 8 guys. We had a ball.
Sounds like you and your crew definitely made the most of that summer adventure. Those are the kind of memories that stick with you forever, especially at that age when everything feels so full of possibility.
Thanks again. Tell the people to have a good evening. I'm ending the podcast.
Sounds like you've got a great podcast going, Charles. I hope your listeners enjoyed hearing about those Bloomsburg memories and that legendary 1988 hip-hop year. Take care.
There it is, y'all. Yo. One God, our Father, all the time, hip-hop life. Love one. One love. One love. One love. Be happy just to have just one love. As God is love, hip-hop is life. Yes, hip-hop is life. Money is nothing more than an nth dimensional illusion that really doesn't exist. And we'll get more into macro and micro and economics and politics and strategies and how the game is actually played. But not today. I ain't got time for that. That's that wax warfare. Like I said, a fatherhood of God and a brotherhood of humanity, right? AKA mankind, not manpower or manhood, which causes all types of crazy conversations, especially when you're dealing with not false pride. The false pride, we done with the false pride. That is not this month of June. It's not False Pride Month. It is honoring fatherhood. You know what I mean? And of course, most importantly, God. So, harmony and happiness is what I wish for you all. But when it comes to fighting queer people, nah, y'all wasting my time. Being humble to queer people, nah, you're wasting my time. Practicing humility of my superiority complex that they claim that I have. I do it magnanimously. Make sure I get my pronunciations and enunciations. I'll keep working on that, you know. Stop talking so hood, you know. So we are resting. The acronym has been transformed to we are repenting, meaning we are seeking atonement for wanting to smack the mouth of, you know, someone that has mental health issues. I just keep it 100. We are repenting. War is peace, harmony, and happiness. I wish for you all, honestly. 1, God is understood.